Hey you guys! Alright, I am so excited to do this video today. We have so much to share. Okay, the air went off. I was like trying to get it to go off in the video. Okay, so I'm in the closet. I'm kind of starting this organization, sort of like New Year series. If you caught my stories on Instagram a few nights ago, or a week, I don't even know when I did that. I told you guys that my next several videos were going to be like focused on getting yourself together for the new year, getting your home together. And I think that goes hand in hand, like having a beautiful space, having an organized space. It doesn't matter how big or how small. I'm gonna give you guys some really golden tips, things that I picked up years ago when I worked retail, things that will really like change your life as far as like closet organization, my golden like folding tips. I'm gonna show you guys like my denim cabinet, and just a way of organizing and folding that I've never heard anyone else say, but I picked this up when I worked at Express years ago, and it's just like a no-brainer. Just how I've kind of organized the closet. I'm going to do it a little vlog style in a minute and take you around and show you some really great things in certain areas, from certain like organization things that I think are just great for your closet, organizing accessories, just how to display things, how to kind of like style your closet, right? And you don't, again, have to be like, okay, well, I don't have a big space or whatever. Well, when we moved in, we have a decent closet in our bedroom, but it's, you know, I mean, it's kind of separated into two parts, but there's just not a lot of space. Like I had to have clothes in other places, and so now, you know, that's been years and years ago, but Brad has his half now, which is like the bigger half that isn't even really filled up at all, like with even his stuff. And then I put my beauty stuff in there, which we'll do a video on that. Okay, so that's coming soon. Organizing beauty stuff will be a whole other video. We're going to do a kitchen one, which may be next week, and like some golden like cleaning tips and just some great things that are different that we've ever talked about. And I just thought this would be really fun. I also have a bag reveal coming, and I'm going to kind of tell you guys some things that helped me, or always helps me stay inspired to clean out and declutter. And I don't believe in those videos where you set the camera out and it's a declutter video and someone's just going through stuff. I'd rather tell someone, and when I'm watching something, I don't want to watch somebody doing that, because to me I don't think you can really truly, as the person filming the video, be like actively, thoughtfully cleaning out your stuff if someone else is watching. Someone else doesn't have the same things as you, and I don't want to inspire you to get rid of something that you may love if I have the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying? The mindset there as we're going forward, because I just want to speak on this for a few seconds, and then you'll see how I've kind of cleaned out each area, but some areas could still use some work. Think about, would I buy this again? Okay, now I don't believe in taking everything out. Some people say that. Now I did do that with my jeans. Do it little by little. Don't throw everything in, you know, don't say, oh, I gotta clean out my closet, let me get all of this out. It's not realistic always. Do it section by section. Put all your jackets out and just put back the ones that you love. And there's something very valuable in seeing an empty space. And if you have a smaller closet, you can get so creative. I remember when I was younger, I had just like a reach-in closet. Just a standard doorway, reach-in closet, but then the rod went back a couple feet. So I talked my parents into taking the rod down so that I could walk that few feet into the closet, right? And then just put the rods on the side. And I would spend time in that closet. I would sit in there and read, and I think about that. You know, you can really have the smallest area but make it beautiful and display your things, and you can have like even some rolling racks in your room, like those beautiful ones, and like display your things on a bookshelf in your space if you have a, you know, a bedroom or an office or whatever, you don't have some big closet. But I turned a spare bedroom that's not really with our other bedrooms, it's right next to our bedroom, into a closet. And I always say it's kind of almost like, it doesn't make sense, like there's not even a bathroom anywhere over here. We could have knocked out the wall and connected the closets, but I just thought that's for resale, for whatever, that's just not smart to do here. I don't know, one day maybe, but I wouldn't want to have to go through my room and through the bathroom. I don't like closets that are in bathrooms, and ours is in there, and I don't know if I would want this right off the bathroom. At our last house, we had a closet, but nothing wrong with that, but I don't think I'd go out of my way to make this into that, because actually it's less steps to get here than into our real closet from our bed. It's just weird. So it worked out, but get creative. That's my point, okay? I'm not like, oh, that's great. I created this. So you can get creative. You can make any space amazing. And like I said, get some robe racks and, you know, make something cool. Put some stuff on a bookshelf, you know, style your bags and your shoes and books or pretty things. I have to see my stuff, right? If I can't see my things, I'm not going to use it. We're going to talk about what I hang versus what I fold. When I designed this closet, well, I had a closet designer help me, but when I was working with her, folding and drawers were really important to me. So I have a lot of drawers in here. You'll see that as we go around. But while we're kind of in this view, I wanted to talk about a few of these like golden rules and things that I learned years ago and just kind of chit chat about, you know, just basic things. First golden rule that I always have a bag in my closet, which I'll show you in a second, or a bin or something that I can just put things that I know. If I come across something, I'm like, this doesn't fit right. I don't like these jeans. I'm not going to fold them back and put them away. If I know I'm not going to wear them again, I'm going to donate them. I'm going to get rid of them. Do you know what I mean? Give them to someone that I know would enjoy them. And again, like if I'm like, oh, looks like I have too many pairs of jeans, I'm going to take them all out and try them on. I did that the other day. It's like life-changing because I got rid of so many. And we'll get there in a second when I'm showing you the actual how things set up. But if you know you're not going to, if you don't feel like you're going to wear it, if you haven't worn something in many years, if it's something that you wouldn't buy again, get rid of it, okay? And if you think, oh, this is going to come back in style, or, oh, I might be this size again one day, well, I mean, by then you're probably going to want something different anyways. Don't take up that valuable space. Do you know what I mean? So that's that. Okay. Something quickly while we're still on this. I'm going to show you guys some new pieces, and then I'm going to take you around and show you some specific things, and then we'll end with the bag reveal, which is a big deal, but it's going to be kind of like the last half. So it's like half and half, but I feel like it kind of goes with all of this. Okay, so Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm so excited because there's so many new pieces from L&M. I am obsessed with this. This is like one of my favorite sweatshirts that she's ever done. It's like this cute, like vintage woman. You know, and it says "Be Mine," so cute. And then I have a lot of pieces here. This is a great tip too. I was gonna show this later in the video, but always kind of have like a spotlight rack, okay? Whether it's in your bedroom, whether it's a section in your closet. A lot of people, I've never seen someone do just like a section. I've seen more so like having a wardrobe rack, right? Where you're putting together pieces that you want to wear. That's kind of what I have over here. And I always kind of struggled with this area. I recently changed up some things and made more purse room over there. And like, but I will say that's something when you are designing a closet, if you ever do something like that, always get them to do customizable shelving so that you can at any time rearrange, because I'm very big on like, you'll really get it right the first time. Even if you spend so much time, my kitchen's like that too. I've rearranged where I keep things. You learn kind of like, well, I don't need so much space for this, but I need more space for that. Have it where you can change it. So this is like an area where I hang stuff that I would like to wear soon, or things like an outfit, or okay, this is new, or oh, I don't want to forget about this. Do you know what I mean? And of course I pick things from all over my closet, and I'll tell you kind of how I have things organized by different sections. But whether it's something new or it's like a sweatshirt, like okay, don't forget, you know, to wear this soon, or if it's something new that I'm like, okay, I don't want to just hang it up and get lost in the mix of everything else. There's some pants that I hang, even though these are kind of like sweat material. If I fold these, I have to steam them every time I wear them. And so that's another thing, like be aware of that, right? We'll talk about hanging knits and how I feel about that and stuff in a second, but I want to show you these pieces. So I've got all the new L&M stuff. This is so cute, and this actually would go with those pants too that I just showed. A lot of her stuff is mix and match. This is adorable. I cannot wait. I think I would do this more with just like throw it over my shoulder. I don't know how I'm going to style this, but I think it's going to be really fun. And then I love these. I have the beige one as well, the cream one, and they're just so beautiful and luxe. And see, I need to do an outfit with that, so I've got that hanging too. And see, like all my denim's folded. This pair, if I fold it, I have to steam it before I wear it. So I'm like, I'm gonna hang that from now on. Just things like that, you know. And something that, you know, I like having an area that doesn't have to be so organized. Like, you know, everything isn't by color or whatever. It's just things that I want to wear coming up. Now knits, you hear there's, anytime someone talks about a closet, the golden rule, right? Don't hang knits. I don't believe in that. If you actually have a closet for many years, as I have, where you've folded knits or you've I had a closet where you folded knits for many years. When you pull those out, knits are heavy and they crease. And it's not like a t-shirt or a sweatshirt where you put it on and it will fall out pretty quickly. Knits really show the creases and they don't fall out easily because of the weave. Now, you will never get the like droopy shoulders or pointed shoulders if you use the right hangers. Knits are a little heavier. Well, there's a lot of heavy things. We hang jackets. Sure, they're more substantial. They may not stretch. But with knits, what keeps them nice is the hanger. Now let me show you. The hanger is so important. I'll show you this one. It has a pair of pants on it. These are, I have all the same hangers in my closet. I used to buy the expensive ones before I knew that you could just get these at like, years ago I kind of discovered. You can find them at Home Goods. You can find them at Costco or wherever. There's just these flocked hangers. Have all of your hangers the same. Buy the clips where you can, you know, slide clips on them if you want to make a hanger into like a pants hanger. But since they're flocked, your shirts will not want to creep down. You can actually, like if you look at my knits, the weight is equally distributed because it's almost like Velcro or something, not Velcro, but they're flocked. So they're not like, I could not pull this, I don't want to pull it, but you know what I mean? Like I can't pull this off of the hanger. Things do not creep off of these hangers. So it's no different than hanging a t-shirt or anything. You're not going to have that stretched out, and you can even kind of like make it come up a little more if you really want to take a lot of the weight off of it, but I've never had an issue with that. Now, if it's a very thick, chunky knit, like something like this, really make sure that it's like, you know, bunched up a little there and it has plenty of room. Do you see that? It's not stretching and it's not going to. So I like a hanged knit, and again, not all of them are hanging. It's not a rule. It's just what works for you, okay? But this is the best steamer, and I will link to this. Always have a little steamer. That is such a good closet staple for me. Okay, so knits. T-shirts, unless if it's something new and I'm like, okay, I really want to wear this, I fold, which we'll get into that in a second. We'll get into t-shirts, jeans, everything that's folded. So, before I get into some more tips, like I want to show you how I space and how I fold and everything, and show you this top. Okay, so she's got that, and a few more. I haven't hung these yet, but how cute. Little angel motif and this, and I'm gonna wear these. Is that not the cutest? Oh my gosh, looks like a little candy heart. One more tip, something that's really gonna keep your closet looking nice no matter what is spacing. Like, you don't want your hangers to be all jumbled up. I need to kind of thin these racks out, maybe especially that black rack, out a little more. But when I worked at Express, we did finger spacing. You don't go through and you're like, you know, no. You just literally, I could finger space the entire store before we closed in like 10 minutes. So you can do it in your closet. It's not a big deal, okay? You just literally just go through, run your fingers in between all the things, and I just, you know, just da-da-da-da-da. And it looks so much better, okay? We would also take wax paper would we do it every day? I don't remember. And you'd wax your racks. Trust me, if you have like metal clothing racks, do that. It's going to change your life. But a lot of times new closets now, like this is a metal rack, but the top is, it's really slippery. I mean, it's plasticky, but it's like really smooth, but you could even wax that. Mine probably needs that. I do have one metal rod over there that I need to do that. I'll link to these earrings. Oh my gosh, when I was cleaning out my jewelry the other day, you guys won't believe this. Okay. I was actually going to put this on today. So I used to wear this years ago. And again, clean out your stuff. I discovered so many pairs of jeans, so much great jewelry, you guys. Like, I totally forgot about this. These pendants, do you remember? I was going to wear it today and I just forgot to put it on. Mine has a D on it, I guess. I don't know. That was like, maybe I got it like, I mean, I'm sure mine's like around 10 years old. And it has a lemon quartz. And this one that my friend gave me. So I just had the D, and then I got the lemon quartz separate. And then my friend bought me this one years later because she knew I loved this necklace. So if you guys are like OG subscribers, like, you might remember this. So I thought, I want another disc with an O on it for my daughter's name, and I thought I'm never gonna be able to find this. I looked at the tag, I saw it, like barely made out the name of it. Guys, they have so many of these at Nordstrom. I will link to they are just so cool. tons of different stones. So I ordered another one that has an O, and then I think that one came with another little disc with a heart, and it's all like gold plated. The prices are amazing for this. For what it is, these would make the best gifts. I just wish I never would have forgotten about it. It just literally got lost and I forgot this, but this was my absolute favorite necklace. Like maybe 8 or so years ago. It's just amazing and I love it so much. So I will link to that. Okay. And then I'll link to these. These are new. They were like $20. Love them. And I laid these out to wear for Valentine's Day. They're like little jewel crusted hearts. I do have a code for these, so I'll put that out. So, and I'll kind of show you how I have my jewelry in a second. All right, so let's go and discuss folding and like storing things, okay? Okay, so let's go over here really quickly. So just to give you guys an overview, on this side, you know, I showed you guys kind of the spotlight rack. I'll show you kind of how, when I do the accessories, I'll show you the rest of this side. But I have two main hanging areas over here, and then folding in the middle, and then I have two big areas of folding, and then another folding over there are drawers. And then another little hanging area. But I just kind of want to show you like how I have my clothes organized. I do like hanging by color. Now, not necessarily by type. And I changed that recently because like, here's what. Okay, so like jackets, heavy outerwear, sure, put those somewhere separate. Dresses, some of them I do kind of mix into this, but for the most part I like to hang the dresses on their own. This goes back a little further. I have a rad that comes out that's kind of like on one of those valet hooks, which I'll show up closer in a second when I show my other one. Sometimes they call those packing hooks as well. I have one up here, which I'll show in a second when I do the accessories, but this is like a scarf thing, so that's nice. They kind of go back in there, and you know, I got those through the Closet Company, but you can buy those on Amazon, a valet rod or packing rod, you know, expandable, like telescoping, like scarf rod, and then you just drill them into the side of wherever you're hanging your stuff. So I've got long hanging over here, some dresses. Now, I have a good amount of dresses, but not a ton. Again, I'd rather have like really quality things and not have just a ton of stuff. More isn't always better, and I still feel like I have too much. So I need to definitely, you know. But as you can see, things are arranged definitely by color. I have most black, gray, neutral things. Neutrals, white, cream, tan. So I do have things hanging, like tops mostly, some sweaters, some tops. But I'm not so, when I say don't arrange by type, I'm not like, here's my tank top section, here's my jacket section, here's my this, my that. I've done that before and it gets too confusing and everything looks too wonky, okay? So I have some, like here, I start with the gray, I have some gray knits, I have some gray t-shirts, I have like a little green thing mixed in there, just whatever, you know, makes sense. I have some like black tanks hanging in here that I would maybe put under some of these, you know, sweaters or overwear, whatever. I don't know. Some black t-shirts, a few black t-shirts. I do have most of my t-shirts folded, which I'll give you some folding tips in a second, but just, you know, black everything over here. And then of course like lighter colors and stuff over there in the same kind of vibe. And I just think that's easy. In the middle over here, let me take you over here. Let me take the camera down and we'll get into some of this other stuff. Okay, so over here, this is kind of an area where I have, you know, just like some pretty things. You know, I keep necklaces and stuff in this cloche. This is my grandma's Estee Lauder compact that she had on her wedding day, and the little sixpence that was in my shoe, and I have her little Bulgari watch and just some pretty things right here. I want to get these framed like in something like just a 3 little thing and put that in this little easel, and my grandma's Chanel that my grandfather sent her. That's them. Isn't that cute? I'll link to this little box and everything. I found this tray at Home Goods, but it's kind of like exactly like that Jonathan Adler one that you always see. And this book, you guys, I think this is special. Kind of display things in your closet, I feel, that you love, that are special to you, right? This is so clunky. I'm like holding this, but This, I feel, kind of inspired everything in here. I got this in probably 2007. I think on the inside it says it's like a first US edition or whatever, but this is still to this day my #1 favorite book. I remember reading that, poring over it, dreaming about the shoes, the bags, the whole vibe, and she is my favorite. Victoria Beckham. Posh was like my favorite Spice Girl. I was obsessed with the Spice Girls, okay? But this book kind of is just a reminder. It's a beautiful book, first of all, but like, I think a year after getting that book, I saved all of my money, like from working and from doing stuff. I was like right out of college and bought my first pair of Louboutins, and just the dreaming and there's just great tips in that book, okay? It is a great book. If you don't have that and you're a fashion lover, it's older, but it's still super relevant and so interesting to look back on. Okay, so that's what's going on there. I chose, again, like I said, to do a lot of drawers under here, you know, in those, you know, I'll put like snow boots or some of my things. This is important, okay? Your hangers, don't put the spare ones in like valuable, don't let them take up valuable space on your racks. Just put them away somewhere where you can grab them and replenish them as you need them. If you know, take off an outfit, lay the hanger on the table if you're going to put it back, but just have a spot for hangers. Okay. So this is where I keep my, what am I trying to say? My sweatshirts. Fold them where you can see them, you guys, where they have some like heft to them, where they will stand up, and then they're never wrinkly. They're always where you can see them. If you fold things and just stack them, you'd never see them. You'd never know what you were working with. So most of my sweatshirts are L&M. I have a huge collection of her stuff and lots of space, okay? Some of my sweatshirts I do have hanging. I don't know, just like if I'm gonna wear something or if something's new. This one I always keep hanging because that's kind of a thick thing. I don't want that to get, there's no rules, okay? You just do what you feel like doing, all right? That's the bag that I keep over there for getting rid of things. I know it's not like the prettiest. I need to probably go ahead and donate that stuff. Put that out of the way. Always have a little spot to sit, put your shoes on. I even have like a chair over there. I'll talk about all that in a second. Okay. So again, moving things around, this actually used to be turned and faced a different way and centered more with that part of the room. Well, then I realized I'd rather have it centered with my shoes and then have this area like for a desk, for moving around, for just more, it just worked for me better that way. But there's, I keep my sunglasses in here where I can see them, costume jewelry and stuff, where you can see it over there, and always have a little dish, like a little catch-all, where you can, you know, because I'm not always taking my jewelry off and putting it exactly where it goes, but then I just don't want it on the counter, you know, to fall off. I'll set things out that I want to make it a point to wear. Totally should have done my nails for this video. Disregard. Pretty little things that, you know, that I want to make it a point to wear. Sunglasses, things that you can see. So with t-shirts, I got rid of a lot of t-shirts, but just kept the ones that I really loved and ones that I thought I would wear. I have these, which are essential, my t-shirt ties. I've done so many videos on that, how to tie up a t-shirt, or I mentioned that so much. I think I even have like a story in my Instagram on that, but this is how I fold my t-shirts. I will show you guys. So that is my tip on that. I do have like some things folded, like just some, I mean, this doesn't look great, but just like basic black things that might be just duplicates or old sweatshirts, or not sweatshirts, little undershirts. I have these knit jumpsuits that I love, that you cannot hang these because these will stretch if you hang them. And again, not all jumpsuits need to be hung, not all cotton things need to be hung or folded, but certain things you just learn, you know, what to do with them. And then down here, this is a huge deep drawer, swimsuits, and there's no rhyme or reason. That's like, you can see that's a very deep drawer. It's probably about another half of what these are. I have cover-ups over here. I mean, nothing super organized or groundbreaking in there. Let's move on to this area. This is where, when this was a room, like a legit room, this was the closet, and this is where we left this as a doorway, and didn't really finish it in because I was gonna, this is where you could bust through and go into our bedroom closet. One day, I don't know, it depends on where we are 5-10 years from now. Are we gonna be here forever? I don't know. But I just didn't want to like wreck it. Brad hung me this rod for jackets, which I really like. You see those have a ton of space. I keep some boxes up there. Chanel boxes, you don't want to keep in an attic. I keep a lot of my boxes in the attic, but Chanel ones I just don't like to keep in the attic. I just feel like it kind of loosens some of the tape, especially if you're going to like resell or whatever. Bras, always store them like this, kind of the vibe of a, almost like a Victoria's Secret type of thing. I have like softer bras here and socks. I don't have a ton of socks. And then you're getting into like, I don't know, like lingerie. I can't believe I'm showing you guys my underwear drawer. I do not fold underwear, okay? Don't waste your flipping time. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Sleep stuff. Again, a lot of my sleep stuff. Oh my gosh, this is the best. I ordered this from Skims. It is a sleep shirt that is silk. See, my stuff isn't like perfectly folded, whatever. And then the legging drawer. Just roll your leggings, just roll them up, and that is way too many, and I need to clean that out. Okay, now then on each side, I have these little cabinets. Now this is where I get very excited. My denim, I've always liked a folded denim, and I'm gonna let you in on how to fold them like we did at Express, which nobody else talks about this. I've talked about it in a video before, but I still just think it's so important, and I'm even doing something a little different with them. Don't do the flat ass like fold that you always see. This is different. And I like to store them from the side so that you can still see the back pocket, because if you fold them like this, you can see the center of the back pocket, which tells you a lot about like what jeans they are, because a lot of times jeans just start all running together. Label them. That might not be exactly accurate now, but I need to try on shorts too. I didn't get to trying on the shorts. But most of the other things I did, there's still probably some things I can get rid of. And then you can see like, well, what do I need more of? Obviously nothing, but I still can probably do a little better cleaning these out. But when you fold them like this too, you can see the hem of the jean, which also tells you a lot about what they are and helps you pick them out faster. Okay, so let me show you how to fold these. All right, y'all, so here's what. I learned how to do this at Express. Again, I said this in a podcast not that long ago, and I'm sure I've said this here before. Everyone, I think it's more important than like certain school requirements, should have to work retail and should have to work like in the service industry in some way, like being a waitress, doing something for other people. Teaches you how to communicate with people, teaches you how to be polite, and it makes you not be a monster when you go shopping in your later life, or how to like treat people. I just don't know. I think there's so much of that etiquette is lost and just common decency. But working in retail really teaches you a lot of like these good tips as well. But okay, so you have a pair of jeans. Here's what you want to do. This is how we folded the denim wall at Express. But I leave out one step, and you might want to do this. Like if you are showing your jeans, I would not, like in a closet, right? If you have open shelving where you have, I don't like to see jeans in a closet. I just don't think they're pretty. I don't see them. And most of the time this is what you see. Flat ass fold. And then they all get like meh, and then this tells you nothing. If you see this, what the hell are these? No one knows, okay? No one knows. No one will ever know. So what you do, and two, I don't like to fold don't do it. Don't give it to me, okay? Because you'll always have, I don't like it. Don't like to hang a jean like that, okay? So what you do, crotch part's gonna go toward the back. Okay, this is not that hard. I mean, I'm gonna make this sound much more difficult than it is. It's not, okay? Just fold the jean. Okay, let me just show you. This is how quick it is. And then, okay, so it's not a big deal. But let me show you just so you can learn how to do it. Take the flat part, because again, the crotch is gonna go in the back. And did I tell you guys when you're hanging all your clothes, this is another Express rule, tits to the left, okay? That's the rule, tits to the left. It's just a golden rule. Like, 2 different stores I worked at, tits to the left. That's what they say. So all of your clothes, face them all the right way. Front of the shirt goes to the left. And then all of your clothes look like that, okay? Tits to the left, okay? How many times am I going to say tits? Okay, so you take your jeans, you fold them up like this, and keep that seam toward the edge so that you can see them when they're folded. And that wasn't an Express thing. That's more so just a me, like I'm going to store them kind of thing. Now instead of doing this, which you all want to do, you know, fold it, double it up. You don't want to do that. You want to fold it where the jean, where this part, where the fold meets the halfway point of the pant or hits right in the middle of the pocket. Hit this right in the middle of the pocket. You see that? And then it looks like half and half. Do you see? And then you roll the rest over. Now at Express, what you would do to create like the fluffy looking wall is then you would put your fingers in here and you would scrunch that. And then, but we don't do that here, okay? We don't do that. We're not doing that. That used to drive me nuts. I'm like, we don't do that. And then you've got the jean folded where you can see, first of all, it's more substantial. If you have to fold your denim, like I said, if you have a shelf where you like your, this is gonna look so much better, you guys, than the flat ass fold. Don't do that. And then you can see the pocket. And then like I have them, or you know, and then when you're picking them out, you can kind of, if you have it facing this way, you can eyeball like, oh, these are my like raw edge ones, or I know what these are. And then also don't put like a flare on top of these. Put them by type, okay, kind of like I have mine. And then you're good to go. But for mine, I like to put them sideways like that, just because that's enclosed and I just can tell what they are better, and they fit. The real reason I started doing that is because the shelf is kind of not narrow. Well, it is, to put two pairs side by side. Some of them you can, but certain ones like flares and bigger boyfriend, you can't. So this is perfect, and I like it better because you can see the seam. So now you know how to fold denim, and you want to kind of do all of them that way. Okay, so now this side, pretty much the same as the other side. I've got a drawer that has like boxes of sunglass cases and just like boxes, like pretty little boxes. It's just a mess. And then just some folded sweats. One of my drawers is empty, okay? To have an empty drawer, I don't know what it like, or just to even have like a space where you can kind of expand. Nothing better, so valuable. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, if I were watching this video, I'd be pissed if I'm like, she's not gonna show us how to fold everything else. No, I will. But here's what you wanna do. With your shirts, you can just, it's so, to me, simple. And again, like this has been folded up for so long, and I mean, it's very lightly wrinkled. When you put it on, they'll fall out. If you want to give it a steam, you can. T-shirts don't really matter. Like, it'll fall out, but like a knit, it will not. So, I don't want to say second nature, but I'm just used to doing this. Most of you guys are the same, okay? Get it to whatever width you want, okay? Do whatever you want. And then, usually if you just do it like this, that's fine, but that's usually not tight enough or substantial enough to stay standing. Now, when Marie Kondo did this, this was some groundbreaking thing. Okay, people lost their, you know what, over this. I'm telling you, this is how we used to fold things. Again, it's nothing new, you guys. But it is nice to know, like, don't put things on top of the other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just common sense. But look, so what I do is I fold the neck back just a little. You don't have to do this. But then when you roll that, it just makes it stand a little harder. Where this shirt could like truly just like stand on its own, but then it has stuff in between it. So it's, and then you always know what it is, okay? Now this, same with your sweatshirts pretty much, okay? Again, this has been folded up a while, and I feel like this is just the best way to do it, okay? So again, just the basic fold. You just fold in the arms. Again, we're not like making sure, that actually did pretty well. I was gonna say, we're not making sure that this is like perfectly one over the other. Fold it like that, fold it like this, and then I just kind of honestly just tuck it over like that. And then if you need to loosen it up a little bit, you can. And then that'll stay folded too. But if that's like too much, you can kind of go like that and make it come down a little more, whatever you want. It's not a big deal, okay? There's no rules. Just fold it to where it feels good, to where it'll stand up, okay? So that's that with the folding. And then when you like put it in your little drawer, where was this one? It was over here. It just stands up perfectly, and then you can see everything. So shoes, accessories, all that stuff, I could do a better job of cleaning out my shoes. I do have some space, and of course, like not every, you know, I do have some stuff downstairs as well, but some are by color, by type. There's no rules. Just put them how you want them. And then I always keep a suitcase up here because I don't like to go up, like just for overnight trips or whatever. Sometimes, you know, we'll put it back in the attic, but I just keep it there. And sometimes it fits right into that little nook, but I have some boots there now. I just have some little like accessories and things over there. A bag, I want to put that one maybe in there to keep it away from the window. That window isn't open all the time. Let's go around. And again, just, you know, have your stuff, I mean, I don't know, it's not perfect, but like, just accessorize with your stuff. Put some books, you know, have some different things, like have your stuff arranged by brand, but whatever you want, whatever feels right to you. But I did make that separate section right there of more shelving so that I'd have more space for bags and stuff. And these are great. I'll link to them. You can put, you know, little keychain necklaces, really, it's what it's for. This is nice for headbands. I love that. It had like a little earring stand thing that I didn't put on it, but you know, display your favorite books, you know, from like just things that you love. I don't know. I have like some crystals. I just have like a bunch of stuff, okay? A bag that I think's pretty. Okay, guys, so for the bag reveal, let's get into it. Oh, before that, though, just talking about bags, displaying things. These are new, so I haven't even taken the things off. You can get these things from Amazon. I'll link to them. I had one of these on my desk right here. I don't really work a lot in here, but I do sometimes. I'll come in here with my computer if I have like a Zoom call or something, or a voice call, or like anything. It's just quiet. The sound is good, and it's cute in here. And this, you know, I can put my computer up on here if I have to get it at a better angle, but just like for working, these are just great. Most of us, I feel, work from like a MacBook, like a laptop type of situation, and they're just too low even on like a standard desk. So these are like risers for, you know, your laptop or for whatever. So I actually stole the one that I had before, and I used it to set a bag on, to kind of, because I would put bags like on little boxes and stuff, but I didn't want to see the boxes. They're clear, so it's just perfect, and then you can stagger bags in front of them. So, you know, I think that's so nice, especially if you have like larger shelves, which I don't, you know what I'm saying? You can just really go to town. And then I ordered, so I ordered another one actually for my laptop, but this was a great one for bags. They're the same thing, so I will link to that. And I ordered these as well to kind of do the same thing for some of my like Louis Vuitton bags and a few of my Chanel bags, which I want to talk about this whole like crazy bag market and everything that's going on, which we'll talk about in a second. But when a lot of this acrylic stuff comes, it has like this film over it, so these will be perfectly clear. But how perfect are these? They come in a set of 6, and so this is, if you have handbags displayed, if you don't have, for small areas especially, this is going to save you, because you'll be able to see what you have, you know. And they're totally clear. They just look cloudy because I have the, I don't think my nails can get that right now. I'll have to get Brad to pick that off. I haven't really utilized these yet as I would like to. I'm like, everything's a work in progress, and I think I need to let that go. I know that, but I think sometimes like I don't film something, or I don't like, you know, oh, let's talk about the closet. Well, it's not perfect, or it's not exactly like I want it right now. It's never going to be. You're always evolving, and I think it probably needs to be cleaned. Again, nothing's ever perfect, but especially with organization, stuff like that, this camera keeps like going to the left and the right. It's like not perfectly straight, and it is driving me insane. Things are going to always evolve. You'll see that a lot in the kitchen video, just with how I organize my cabinets and stuff. You just put things where they make sense. I don't know, like you might need more certain hanging spaces for certain, I don't know, you might like, okay, I need to just get to this flipping bag, okay? So I showed you guys a long time ago, I did a video about my, my Hermes bag. I have a few of them. I have a garden party, which I really love. I think for the money, I mean, they're all expensive, so I don't want to hear, we all know they're expensive, but I do want to talk about the ridiculousness of these, the price increases and the Chanel stuff, and kind of where I'm at with that, and why I don't think I'm going to buy any more Chanel bags, kind of, sort of. We'll talk about that. I'm kind of just like, it's kind of a surprising thing, and I'm into something different with that. We'll talk, but I want to get into this bag. I talked about my Birkin, okay, and how you can't just, I mean, we know this, you can't just walk into a store. They don't have some wait list, this magic, oh, just get on a wait list. No. Chanel bag, or like a Kelly or a Birkin, let's say you could get probably around like $10,000. I know it's a lot of money. Say you can get it for like 10, I know that's a lot of money. But if you went to any resale place, which is where you have to, you can't walk into an Hermes and say, hey, I'd like a Birkin or a Kelly, especially now with how the values have just skyrocketed on the resale market. You just can't, okay? If they get one in, it's all based on relationship, client relationship, and then whichever sales associate happens to even get the opportunity to offer that bag. How do you know it's even going to be yours? You know, and I've talked to sales associates, I've discussed this. It's not like, oh, just get on the list, or, oh, you have to have, they don't care about your sales history. It's literally a relationship. Now, granted, if you have a good relationship, then you probably got a sales history, but one doesn't necessarily go with the other, and I have a video all about that. So I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about that with this, but I knew I really wanted a Kelly bag. And I knew that going in, like, it would be hard to find one new. Black, it's very difficult. There's, you know, the smaller ones are harder to get than the larger ones and more expensive on resale. And like I was saying about the pricing, say you go into Hermes and a Birkin or a Kelly's like 10, okay? Resale, the same one's going to be about between 25 and 30 if it's new. That's crazy to me. It's like a car. It's like my first car. It's like a lot of cars. Insanity, you guys. I'm not making light of this. I hate to talk about money. We have talked about this. It makes me cringe. But I want to paint the picture of that is the availability issue, okay? People aren't buying them secondhand to save money. So I am like, I want to get, obviously, I want to get a new one, you know? Like, I want to get a new one. I don't want to overspend. Now, color-wise, you just ain't going to get like a black one. They're not going to be, oh, here's this black one. No. There's, in the Atlanta area, in any area, people are scrambling to get those. Even people that don't even give a shit about bags are trying to get them for investment purposes because they're selling them. I really wanted a new one. I really wanted a Kelly, okay? I've really been wanting one. And the Kelly bags are very, okay, let's just show you. Here she is. Am I really great at bag reveals or what? I'm like, here it is. Let me build up and then just here it is. Now, she's new. Her stickers are still on. I did take the sticker off of the little lock thing. But Kelly bags are a little old lady-ish, okay? I kind of like that. But I liked the fact that this one is in a fun color. It's the Rose Azalea. And I like that Kelly bags have the strap. I think that this is a little fun color. It's so cute for this time of year, but it's just perfect for any time. They have a lot of different pinks. I think this one's really pretty. They have some that are a little more purpley pink, some that are a little more, I think, old lady lipstick pink, and some that are a little more corally. I think this one is really pretty. It is the Clement, or the Torleon Clements leather, whatever. I can't pronounce a lot of this stuff. My Birkin is it Swift? It's very smooth. Black with silver, kind of edgy looking. This one is more of a, like, the Clements is a little rougher, and this is a Retorn. So a Retorn versus a Cellier. This is a 28 size. Now it looks small, okay, because the Retorns they're folded in, okay, like the seam is on the inside, whereas the Retorns are like that, but the Celliers are sharper and might have a few more millimeters on the side just because of that extra. So that's something to think about too, and I think it's a little more relaxed looking. So it has a strap. When you carry these, of course, you know, Birkin, I always say, never looks anything like a picture because you fold in the thing and then it looks totally different. So when you see a Birkin and you're like, oh, that looks like a weird satchel, you carry it in a totally different way. Now this one, to access it, you know, you go like that. But I think most of the time I would want it like that so that you could, that's how most people carry it, so that you don't have to be fiddling with these all the time, but that kind of holds it in place. And so that makes, do you see what I'm saying? It just makes it look totally different. And then you see some people that kind of just have theirs, you know, open and more relaxed, which is good because this bag, when you hold it, doesn't flap open if it's open, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Now, if you hold it like this, sometimes it kind of does, but I like having it kind of over the little latch. I just love it. I think it's so cute. The lock is in here. I took the raincoat out of it. They're just very heavy to keep, and I would never carry. I mean, I think if I got somewhere it was raining, I would just like stuff it in my body. You know, I would just, I don't know what I would do. I mean, I would never carry it out, right? But I always keep my bags like stuffed. This is a pretty structured little bag for what it is. And again, it's newer, so it's not, I mean, again, it's like a new bag, so it's not like flopping yet or anything. Now, with my Birkin, I keep the lock around the cloche, but I don't think I'm going to do that with this one because the cloche really flops over this. I think I'm going to keep, I'm going to take the plastic off of the lock. I think I'm just going to keep the lock separate because I don't think I would ever lock it. And I don't want to keep the lock on it. You can't, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to keep it in the box, like kind of away from it. But it's a pretty nice little bag. It's, you know, fairly roomy. Now, I did order a bag organizer for my Birkin. Again, go watch that video if you have any questions. I I ordered the bag organizer from Samorga, which is where I ordered my Neverfull liner from probably 12 years ago. So I mean, they hold up really well. You can get them per bag, like whatever bag it is. I'm sure they have them for Kelly's, and I think you can get it like in the color, but yeah, the inside's so beautiful. I just want to be careful with it. It has like 2 slip pockets and a zipper. Like, I don't want to stretch it out. It's just new. And see, like, all the stickers and everything are on it, and I just don't want to like taint it. Isn't she pretty? It's just kind of like, I tried to get some of these off and then I was like, ugh. I'm so funny about bags. Like, I believe in like enjoying them and carrying them, but when I first get something, I'm always a little freaky with it, you know? Something like this. But here's the thing. I'm proud of this one and getting it for a good price. I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, you can't, I wouldn't say, don't be influenced to buy one of these and go somewhere like Fashion File and think that you have to spend a ton. You do. If you're gonna get it there. If you want to try your hand at maybe talking to someone at one of your stores to see if you can get your hands on one, that's a good idea. I know we have that kind of going where, like, if they have one in and they happen to call us, like, that's great. But like, just for, I don't want to say an investment, because put your money into other things, okay? I'm not going to say that. This is not your investment plan. You should have retirement plans. You should not go into debt for bags. You should not think, but I'm saying if you're going to buy handbags, just be smart about it. That's all I'm going to say. And I think with everything going on now, with like the Chanel stuff and just all of the madness with the price increases, we've always been so like about price increases. And I've got to tell you, like, I remember 3 years ago when I bought my jumbo, and I think it was $6,000. Okay, that's a lot of money. Again, I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. That bag now is the same price as a Birkin. The jumbo is the same price as a Birkin. I believe it's over $10,000. That is nuts to me. I thought that was nuts when I bought that, and literally like makes me puke thinking about it. And now it's like no question, like you could make a little bit, but it's a collection. You want to enjoy it, but at the same time spend your money wisely and know what you're going to get a return and what you're not. And now just thinking about Chanel bags, the Chanel flat bags, the minis are like 6,000 or 5 or 6. Like, that's my favorite type of bag. And when I was really, they were, I think like they were like $2,800, which is a lot, but now you look at how much they're worth, and it's just it's crazy. It is a crazy thing that's happening right now. I have a friend who right before the last price increase really wanted a medium, like a black medium flap, and it's $8,800. $8,800 for a medium Chanel flat bag. That is, it's getting crazy. And I don't want to say never say never, but I have no desire. Like, I'm not gonna go. First of all, I have a great collection of bags, but like, that's the thing. Like, you know, if I get something, I usually sell some stuff. I don't want to just keep, because you don't want to have like a hoarding situation. Okay, we've all seen Mary Cosby's Closet. More isn't always better, and that's all I'm gonna say. But be like selective about your collection. Always be curating it, and always be curating, right? ABC. Always be closing. Always be curating. But like, just, I don't think like if you get something you should have to sell something, or don't feel like you have to sell a bag to want to get some. But if you think, you know what, I'm gonna go in and get something, I want to buy something, let me see. Like, don't sell something you love because you're desperate to get money to buy a bag. Don't do that. Just always think like, is this really, I don't know. Just keep the things that you really love, okay? But you can get in a mess with things, and I don't think buying pre-owned is, I think buying pre-owned is great, but I think you need to be careful sometimes. And I always used to say this, like, Chanel jewelry is always super overpriced. Like, pre-owned, you can get, I mean, Chanel jewelry is pretty readily available now. Of course, I'm going to buy from Chanel if like earrings or jewelry, something, accessories, or maybe like even different little bags or something. But it's the flat bags right now that are absolutely insane, right? Shoes, but the bags are out of control. And so my thought is, I would like I would really like to go like a more vintage route with like Chanel stuff from like accessories, because there's some beautiful vintage Chanel accessories. I'm not like dying to get some. If I happen to find some over the years, that's a great thing to do. Pre-owned like Chanel flat bags that have like the gold plated hardware. You guys remember my first Chanel flat bag? And that's one thing I don't like to say I have regrets, but if I do have a regret, I've said that before, it's selling that flat bag. It was caviar. It was very like very squeaky, but it was one of those gold plated ones and it was beautiful, and I did end up selling it. And sometimes I just wish I still had it. I don't think I would carry it just because it's annoying, that squeak. But like, and the caviar isn't my favorite, but I want like one of those flat looking quilted with the big C's, the big flat C's, you know what I mean? Like more vintage looking Chanel. That's my next, I think if you're talking about like a next bag or something, that's what I'm looking for. So I don't want to say like, I was talking to a friend, she's like, I'm never buying a Chanel bag. Like and I'm kind of like, never say never, but the things that were on my list before are not on my list anymore, and it's disappointing. And I feel bad, like, I don't know, I think it's just the whole vibe is changing with Chanel, and the whole, you know, yeah, they're if you've got a good collection, then great. How long is this video? This is gonna be a real doozy today. But but when you see how much they're worth and you can enjoy it for years, and then to think of what it's going to be worth like even years from now. So I didn't throw my money in a hole. It's something I enjoy, and it's a beautiful part of my collection and a bag that I have been dreaming about. And I love the fun vibe of it. So I just really like it. I'm in love with the Kellys now, and now it's like if I could get my hands on like, it's like a thing, like I want like a black Cellier, like a real, but it might take years to get it or years to find it, but we'll just kind of see what happens. But this one, you guys, is so pretty. And then just storing it, like I take this off because I don't want this to be like just rubbing on this all the time. I'm being a freak with this bag, I'm fully aware. But anyways, you guys, I just wanted to talk to y'all and to share this bag because a lot of you guys have been spotting it in the background, and even I'm sure at the first part of this video you were like, what's that pink bag up there? And you'll know how I feel about a pink bag. I've got a few pink bags, and I just, while my wardrobe is pretty neutral, a pink bag I think is really fun, and they have really beautiful leathers, like really odd colors. And I said that in my Birkin video, don't be a sucker and just take whatever they offer you if you ever do get that chance, because I think that's incredible. And I know certain countries do the queue system where you have to just go, you wait in line all morning, and then you just get to the front and you take what they have, if they even have anything when you get up there. And I don't even think that's happening anymore because of what's happening with the price. And like I said, now it's even more rare to get a call from your sales associate or whatever. And that's what I'm saying, it is like a relationship thing, because they want to sell it to the people that are good customers and not just someone that they think is just getting it to like flip it, or just some dude that's like, okay, like I'm gonna just, I don't know, do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, when you say sales history, you don't have to reach some certain thing. It's just, I don't know, you know, it's just one of those things. And I talked about that in the Birkin video. I wanted the black, I wanted the silver hardware, so I knew exactly what I wanted, and I got that one pre-owned, but it was new. It still had the stickers on it and everything, but I knew that's never coming up. I'm never gonna get it. Even sales associates have said that. Like, it's just, you know, the black with the silver, the perfect size that I wanted. I just kind of went and looked for it, and those were not near as much. I got that for like half of what they're selling for now. Do you know what I'm saying? But the pre-owned Hermes bags are insane right now. But I said, you know, don't take some stupid color. If you're going to spend that much money, I knew I wanted the black, I knew I wanted that. Don't go in and they offer you some weird tan or some weird color that you're not going to wear and then just feel like you have to take it. Do you know what I mean? And I said, you know, don't get some weird funky color. If you don't like yellow, don't take a yellow. Blue or something, don't take that. But I am really excited about this. I think it's beautiful. I think it's classic. And you just have to know what you like, you know what I mean? So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys are doing well. I'm filming this on Friday morning, and I'm really going to try to get it up today. Before we go, I just remember, this is the valet hook I was talking about. And so you just install it like that. And then like when you're packing or laying out an outfit for the next day, you can put that here. But like I said, this is where I it's kind of like my spotlight shelf. You know what I mean? Like clothes that I just want to like highlight or wear soon, which I need to like feather those out and move those around. Okay, y'all. So I hope that you guys had fun with me today. I sure did. I had so much fun talking, and I hope that you liked this little vlog style video in the closet. And I'm sorry if I was flipping the camera a lot. I hope it looks good when I'm editing it, and I hope that you guys kind of get what I'm saying about the Hermes bags and Chanel and stuff. And it is something that's a lot of money, so if you're into that, I hope that you get what I'm saying. I'll let you go. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. And next week we're going to do another sort of organization in the kitchen, and I'm going to talk about how to clean your house, how to keep your house smelling like fresh if you have pets, how to like just tricks that I have, my favorite laundry stuff. We're going to go around and do kind of a vibe of that like we did in here. So very rarely do I tell you specifically what the next video is going to be, because sometimes it changes, but that's what's going to be. And then we are going to do, again, like I said, the beauty stuff, and really get into like a lot of different sections that I think would be fun to talk about, to organize. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Love you so much. I'll let you go, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.